Hello, hello. So, wanted to do a breakdown of some more YouTube ads. So I'm looking for good YouTube ads, how they work, and the systems behind them. I came across this one, which I think combines some good stuff from YouTube ads, but also it then goes into a quite a traditional sort of quiz funnel. If you're not aware of quiz funnels, I did a big article a long time ago now with Dan, and we broke down Noom, and Noom had this big quiz funnel, and we broke it down like this. Basically there are 10 steps or whatever, but it goes through stages. And the way that they built this funnel is simple button clicks to get people more like to keep clicking through to get to the next stage. And as you go through, you start to have this feeling that you don't want to lose your progress. So it's very easy to progress through the funnel, but then it gets to a point and you no longer want to exit that because you're like, do you know what? I'm getting good results, or I'm going to get the good result here. And what they do is a couple of different things. So they let you go through several stages first, as you can see: basic demographic, goal setting. They get you to future pace stuff. This is what I want to be. Then they capture your details. So once they've drawn you in by building this desire of like, oh, I'm going to be, in Noom's case, and you can actually see this one here was when they were future pacing it. You'll be your dream weight at this month. And it's like, give me your email address. You're like, well, I want to be my dream weight by that month. Perfect. Then it's, typical marketing. So you've got like the attention builder up here, agitate the pain for some interest, remove fear and build that trust and get to the solution, which is desire, and then action, payment, right? So it's a very traditional sort of tried and tested marketing approach that's built around AIDA. And a lot of people have built funnels based off this. I've helped maybe 6 or 7 healthcare companies build these kind of funnels as well, and they work really, really well in different industries. So what I wanted to show you was this, and I haven't done the whole thing yet, but this is this ad here. Still think calisthenics is fake, and I noticed it because it was a bit different. I thought it might be a video, but it's not. It's actually just a clickable ad. They made it look like a YouTube thumbnail, so it doesn't stand out too much on the thing. The sort of YouTube search pages or whatever, and then it takes you straight through to their site. Now, I've not been through the whole thing, but you got your track mechanism. In this case, it's YouTube ads, and those YouTube ads are formatted to look like organic YouTube content, right? So it looks like it's supposed to be there. It doesn't look out of place. It doesn't look like an ad. Essentially, it just looks like another nice video, which is kind of cool. They take you off platform ASAP, so they're going through to their direct to their quiz, right? And the quiz, now, if this is like a lot of the other quiz funnels that we've built and things, what this will do is like start of the quiz will be around future pacing and getting you to envision the transformation, get people excited about what they could be. Now, in this case, this is calisthenics, but it looks like it's not calisthenics for mobility. It looks like it's not calisthenics for sort of rehabilitation. It looks like it's like get swole. So what I would imagine is that this is going to go through and it's going to be like have lots of stuff around like, hey, how big do you want to get? How big do you want your biceps to be, kind of thing. It's not going to be, I want to do cool calisthenics tricks. I don't want to be able to do planches. I don't want to be able to do sort of muscle ups. This is all going to be built around, from the image, I would imagine, getting buff. And that is kind of important here because the ICP is, health and wellness has massive potential in terms of the reach, right? You got people who want to get in. I mean, you could just be healthier, right? And then within be healthier, you're going to have lots of different subsections. You could say it's this circle here. You could chop this up however you want. But these subsections could be everything from to be healthier. What does be healthier mean? Gain weight, build muscle, lose weight. There's 101 different things. And within each of those, right, you've got build muscle through nutrition. You've got build muscle through exercise. You've got build muscle through, when we say exercise, what kind of exercise? In this case, calisthenics, so bodyweight exercises, or at the gym. or all of these different things. Why are they building weights? Then you've got all of this other stuff. Is it for vanity because they want to look good? Is it for health? Is it for this? Is it for that? Is it because are there any other limiting problems? Do you have a health disorder, or do you have a dietary restriction, which means it's harder for you to gain or lose weight? So that's all of this. So there's many different areas within the ICP of health and wellness that you could target with this. And from looking at the image, not knowing anything really about the funnel, I would say that this is going to be targeting men. At least this ad in this funnel is targeting men. I'm not saying that the company only targets dudes, but it's going to be men. I'm going to say anywhere between 20 and 40. They want to get bigger muscle mass, and they want calisthenics because maybe they can't do gym, right? Don't have a gym nearby. They don't want to do gym, or they want to just do bodyweight stuff. So there we've got even like a more defined ICP, and after 40 it's biologically harder to gain muscle, which is why I'm assuming that it's going to be 20 to 40 years old. Let's have a look. But that's what I would guess that their ICP is starting off looking at this. Let's have a look. So it goes through and then so all demographics, but again, much like Noom, when you're doing quiz funnels, make it as easy as possible. Don't have people type in, don't have people doing all of this. Let's just pick some randoms. Age, got average, we'll gain muscle mass. Do you know I'm going too fast? Sorry. Let's go back to the beginning. So we'll go, yeah. Yes, I have accepted. So nothing really so far. Obviously, I think it's aimed at men because this funnel is aimed at men. Added featured a man. This is men. Lose weight, still pretty in shape. Gain muscle mass, get shredded. So, I think the guess of the ICP being bigger muscle mass, like look good. It's that whole thing, isn't it? It's going to be muscle mass, and it looks like it's for vanity more than anything else. As in, I want to look really good. Choose the body you want: a beach body, a workout body, a CrossFit body. Just go straight down the middle. You see some suggestions. Who inspires you? The Rock, Cristiano, Conor McGregor. Some weird AI images that look from the neck down nothing like the people. That doesn't even look at all like Conor. But anyway, we got Cristiano. Take your additional goals below. All right, so those first couple of stages, it's like you are here, you want to be here. So we've kind of built that future pacing of stuff in. I'm expecting that within the next couple is going to be the email capture. Additional goals. We'll just go improve sleep, right? Choose your target zones. Can we choose all of them? Let's choose all of them. Are you familiar with calisthenics? Yes. How long were you in the best shape of your life? We'll say 1 to 3 years. Oh, this is interesting. So they've got you to be like, oh, you want to be shredded. You're inspired by Cristiano. Look at these images, AI images of people. And it's kind of like, oh, yeah, that's what I want to be like. And then it's like, oh, I'm here. I'm not happy. I want to focus on all my body areas. It's been 3 years since I was in weight, since I was a healthy weight. Yeah, just go general fitness. What's your calisthenics level? Yeah. Actually, they're just making you feel how many pull-ups can you do? Just clicking through. How many? Do you describe your typical day? I take active breaks, whatever. I'm surprised that they let me get this far without any sort of capture. Which is interesting. How many? Go 5 to 10. How many sleeps do you get? How much water do you drink? Okay, so one thing that they've not done here, which I think was really good in the Noom one that we'll show you, is this is a lot of information, and it feels like there's a lot of pressure on me to keep going, keep clicking this. So what Noom would do is they would I can't remember what it was like every 3 to 5 we'd sort of mapped this out as like 1, 2, 3, stop, 1, 2, 3, stop. You can kind of see where there's no button on this where it happened, and that would be something to reinforce that you're doing the right thing and to keep you moving forward. So to rebuild that motivation. And so what they would do is do something like, so we've got the agitate the pain, and then it's, let's find one, because I know I put some examples in here. Here we go. So we have these motivators, and it was like, you could be down here. If you go on a restrictive diet, you'll be up here. And it's like, you're doing the right thing. So they give you little breaks to help you feel like, oh, this is the right thing. They'd future pace it like, oh, you'll be your dream weight by June 13th. And it was always, we did this with multiple, it was always at 1, 2, 3, 4 months. And what we assumed was that they always did it at 4 months because that's probably their payback period when they first hit profit. So as long as people stay 4 months, they're making some money. And then reassurances, Noom makes it easy. So, you know, this is what this one's kind of missing, is it's a lot of me giving information, but there's not much to keep me wanting to go. It's just like, tell me this, tell me this, tell me this, tell me this. There's nothing coming back. And if you think, if this was a conversation and somebody just asked you a shit ton of questions, you'd feel like, oh my God, you know, I'm already kind of, this halfway through, just over. I'm already thinking, how much longer is this going to take? I know how long up here, but I kind of feel like I'm just showing them everything. Outdoors. Equipment do you have access to? No equipment, we'll say, because calisthenics. We'll go 180. We'll go 80. Target weight 85. Let's put, oh no, 85 kilos. Put on 50 kilos. We'll say both 01, 01, 1990. What should we call you? Call me Dave. So this is the first time that we're seeing something that's personalized to me, and we are at stage 25 out of 28. I feel like it is a bit late in this, and this isn't really the current BMI. You see, I would pop this earlier on. Like, I'd ask those initial questions, like, your BMI is here. Also, anybody who knows anything about health and wellness knows BMI isn't really useful. If you put on a load of lean muscle mass, you'll be heavier, so you might be listed as obese, but you're actually in great shape. Here we go, analyzing data. The analysis is already done. This is to make you feel like you are getting something that is personalized. There's the email. Let's go test at gmail.com. Maybe send, yeah. So this is the opt-in for like marketing. Weird. I wouldn't have done it that way, but okay. So they want me to drop half my body fat. See, now this is the kind of stuff where I think that this should be within the actual thing. As soon as you've got that information, this is kind of stuff where I'm like, wow, you know, I can see that I'm doing this. But halfway through, I was thinking, how much more information do they need? You know, nothing here has been planned. This is not personalized. Everybody who does, I'm sort of average body type and I want to be the athlete body type or whatever it was in, you know, thing, guaranteed they put everyone for 6 months. They do this little visualization, how much water you drink and all of that stuff that you've told them will not factor into this calculation. But I feel like there was a lot here where basically rather than doing it this way, rather than the opt-in and the little motivators that will keep you going at like, you know, here and here to keep moving you forward, they didn't have any of that. They in fact just did. They actually just removed that completely. Quiz to quiz finish. And then this became the opt-in. I feel like they're missing a trick there. And then I guarantee now, this is where, get my plan, this is the thing. So they could have done a lot of this throughout. You know what I would have done instead for this? I don't know how well this is working, so, you know, take everything I say with a pinch of salt. I would have gone the attract mechanism. So in this case, it was YouTube ads, quiz start. And I would have got the, with the quiz start, what I would have looked at specifically was demographic information, current weight, target weight, goals, and then I would have hit them with a opt in to get a basic plan. Get the basic plan about, and the basic plan probably would have been their current BMI, you're here, we're going to get you to there. This is, what it'll do. If you want to continue to fill out your profile, we can give you more detailed instructions before anything else. And then I would have had them, because then you've caught the email address here so you can continue marketing to them. Then I would have gone, so that would be the opt-in. And then I would have gone quiz finish and collect the rest of the information that's needed to give them this. I mean, the daily water intake and the daily calorie intake, nothing that I said would have changed any of this, right? If I'm currently 80 kilos and I want to put 85 kilos, then I'm going to need to eat at a calorie surplus. I don't think that would have really changed anything this, but the rest of it feels like it's pretty generic. So I guess two options. You could quiz finish and ask more questions, but I'm feeling like maybe this is just asking questions for the sake of making it feel like it's more personalized, which you could do if you want to, get them to feel like you're really taking the time for it. But you could also just cut that out. I don't think it really added anything to the actual personalization, because you're just going to tell them drink more water, eat more food, exercise every day, done. So quiz start opt-in. Yeah, if I click here now, I'm going to say get my plan. Discount. Oh, there you go. Okay, this is interesting what they've done here. So we have a couple of different elements. That's funny. This discount didn't expire until I scrolled to here on the page. Let's see if it stops. 9:44. 9:40. So yeah, it's still going out, but it didn't start until we got to this part of the page. So we have a couple of interesting elements. We have some FOMO here, some urgency. We have some social proof. We've got Lucas and Jeremy and 1,000 other people who have bought it. We've got a visualization of what the body is going to look like after doing this. So this bit here all kind of pushes people to take that action. It's like other people are doing this, so it's trustworthy. There's a lot of other people doing this, but it's going to go up in price in 10 minutes unless you take action. And don't forget, this is what you're getting if you pay now. With the actual pricing, we've put the actual price there, but we've also price anchored it with something that people can really understand. And then what's quite interesting here is like they're going to think, right, so this is 50 cents per day. What do I usually spend 50 cents on? Well, if I buy a coffee, that's like 10 lots of 50 cents. It's $5 for a coffee or whatever. So for 10 coffees, I could have this, plan, or 10 of these is one coffee type thing, So it's kind of interesting that they've done that. They've kind of price anchored it in a way that's relatable to people, which is cool. We have the ascending price, but also it's a cheaper daily price by going for the bigger thing to incentivize people to spend more now. Big business killer is churn. So this way, getting them to pay for longer, you're increasing the average order value. Wonderful. People using plan for 3 months achieve twice as many results as for 1 month. So they're kind of also incentivizing you to go here, according to a study by us. Yeah. And a nice guarantee at the bottom. There we go. I will say, we helped over 85,000 people and you've only got 6 testimonials. It feels a little... I feel like Lish would work here. The length is strength heuristic. Basically just pepper them. Like put down 200 testimonials here to really show what's good. This, I'm not sure about this as a page. Yeah, it's fine. I feel like this could have been broken up within the actual quiz. I would have probably tried to get the opt-in sooner. And what you could even do is you could have like sign up now for put your information in here and we'll calculate a basic plan for you, or give them the option to skip it for now and then try and collect it again at the end. Could work, but I would try and be like, I try and do this initial thing. So now in 6 months this, and your current BMI is here, and then I would leave from here down for like the end. So I would try and push the opt-in earlier. I'd try and have these little motivators within to keep people clicking through, and then push them through to this page. I think this is good, this little payment part. It's got everything that you need to really make it. It's really not that expensive. No PayPal card. Okay. But I'm not sure if this would actually have any sort of upsells or anything. I think basically what they pay for here is going to be that's what they're paying. So then it's going to be on the value of the actual product, whether they renew their 4-week or 12-week or 1-week plan. I think this is a pretty decent quiz funnel. And obviously I'm looking at this from the outside. If I was working with these people to kind of, I'd be looking at where you see the big drop-offs. And then what can we do here to fix it so that, you know, either the drop-off is tapered or we try and maintain people. Because that's a big problem with quiz funnels. You'll often find there's a point where people are just like, I don't want to keep doing this. And that's why those motivators are so important, to keep people pushing forward. You know, Noom would do all of these. Noom is based on real psychology. So, you know, they'd build all of these in. And they did it, I forgot they did it like a third almost of were motivational. No, it's just over a third. Basic questions. But yeah. I think it's good. There's things that I'd change. Again, I don't know how well it's running. It's a good funnel. What they've done really well is they've made this look like a regular thumbnail. And then they kind of gone through to straight away a quiz funnel. Definitely worth looking at, definitely worth testing. Really quite an interesting approach. If you have any questions on this, just drop a comment. But yeah, it is quite an interesting way to do things. I think that this would be working well, but I think it could be working better without knowing actually how well it's working. Let me know if you've got any questions. But quiz funnels are always a reasonable option. The difficulty is in finding the right length of quiz, finding the right questions, and keeping people motivated throughout to actually get the thing done. I'll see you in the next one.